Data structures and algorithms only matter for the data engineering interview. They don't really matter that much in the actual data engineering role. The things that actually matter in the data engineering role are data architecture, data modeling, and SQL. So let's go over those real quickly. So data modeling is, can you produce data sets that people actually want to use? Like, do you use good column names? Are your data types the right things? Is it clear what the data set is actually doing? And can it answer a lot of questions? There's a lot of different things that you can do in data modeling. Like, for example, there's kind of the more old school way of doing things called Kimball data modeling, where you have dimensions. So dimensions are your nouns. You can think of that as like person, place, thing. It might be like users, posts, content pieces, like if you think about it from the Facebook world. And then facts. Facts are going to be the events that happen, like maybe you liked a post, or you sent a message, or you got a notification, different things like that. That's a fact, right? And so they come together. So you have your nouns and your facts, and then if you can model those two things together, you become a much better data engineer. So second, you have the data architecture. So architecture is where, how can you process data in the most effective way? Sometimes you might need to process data in daily batches. So you collect all the data for a day, and then you process it in a batch once a day. That's most data pipelines. But there are cases, like in fraud detection and surge pricing and a couple other cases, where you can't wait till the end of the day because that's too late for you to be able to use that data. You need to process it in a lower latency way. And so you need to learn about things like Kafka and Flink and architectures that will shift you from being a batch-oriented architecture to being a streaming and real-time oriented architecture. And then third is SQL, right? So can you do SQL? Do you understand how to write clean SQL? Do you understand what a common table expression is? That's like the with keyword that allows you to write cleaner SQL besides doing like subqueries inside of subqueries inside of subqueries. Can you do things like window functions? Do you know the difference between rank, dense rank, and row number? Do you understand how to use the explain keyword to look at what the SQL actually ends up being underneath the hood? Keeping in mind that SQL turns into this thing called an AST, which is an abstract syntax tree. And if you can learn how to optimize abstract syntax trees, that's where you really become a very effective data engineer. And these things have nothing to do with data structures and algorithms. The only reason you need data structures and algorithms is because Facebook and Google think that you need them.